we arrive. It is week 4, game number 3 of the 2021 NFL season.
In Tampa, Florida.
It is between the LA Chargers going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We are at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Now let us go and see all after the game.
We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers. On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. There's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Here comes Johnson on a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Chargers take over. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert was the third quarterback taken in the last draft by Joe Burrow, who went to Cincinnati, and Tua Tagovailoa, who went to Miami. What a career at Oregon. Captain of the huge Rose Bowl win, not just with his arm, but with his legs as well. And the Chargers, they wanted to make sure they had their next guy in line after Phillip Rivers left the team. Many thought it would be Tyrod Taylor, but Justin Herbert beat him out and has become a starter as a rookie.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So for the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short pass caught by Henry. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Not a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down. You need to have a start on that when you do that. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
4th down and on his time long to punt. Back deep, Jadon Nichols. Now he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. They'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes guys in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you take that opportunity, even though Jameis Winston, as your quarterback last year, threw for over 5,100 yards. But he also threw 30 interceptions. Tom Brady threw just 8 in New England last season. They figured that can be the difference to get that team into the playoffs and maybe back to the Super Bowl.
Now first and 10 at the 11. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence building run. Love the execution up front. The way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Drops this one off to the corner underneath. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. When you think about Tom Brady and these Chargers for a long time this offseason, the thought was that LA might be a leading contender to land his services, what with the new stadium opening and all. But in the end, the Chargers got their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, and Brady wound up in Florida. Brady's throw complete there to Evans, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and his good catches.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. Time 18 more and a first down.
From a point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? From some punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a score.
Yeah, I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
Brady's throw there complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with him. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Brady to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Good throw, good catch. I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back and it can turn into a big game downfield What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Open man is got it. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 13. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. We're scoreless after one. No score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Chargers the 7-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. As his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out. But they'll do so fatigued.
Ryan second ball for a point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, the kickoff from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Chargers offense takes the field again, and boy, the Chargers are hard luck 1-4 on the year. They fall week 5 of the Saints in New Orleans on Monday night. Justin Herbert has played pretty well as a rookie, but consecutive road games against Tom Brady and Drew Brees, that's not an enviable run for anybody, let alone the Rooks. So now at 1-4, coming up for me, look ahead at the schedule here. Things have changed around a little bit. They'll be off in week 6, followed by a game in LA against Jags, and then on the road in Denver in week 8. So probably needing to win at least 1-2 would be great to try to keep some momentum going in the season. They'll start here with Jackson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give them a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm yanking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. Get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards to loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Herbert off the play action. He's airing it out for Williams. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 61 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. But boy, it was pretty.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. All right, so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 3-2 in their 3-game win streak snapped Thursday night in Chicago, Week 5, losing 20-19. And of course, that was kind of built as a rematch between Tom Brady and Nick Foles, opposing QBs in Super Bowl 52. And Brady had never lost on Thursday night in his career. He was 7-0 prior to that one, and Charles had really had a bizarre finish.
To put it mildly, there's Tampa Bay trying to make their final drive with a chance to win it. You expect Tom Brady to lead something really strong and give them that opportunity, and somehow he lost track of downs. That happens to all of us, right? We're all human. We sort of expected out of maybe the GOAT. Right? So it does happen. He's showing the four fingers to the official, like, is it fourth down? And they're like, that was fourth down. So major surprise. Love how head coach Bruce Arians jumped in and defended it. Tom Brady never really truly addressed it right after the game. Bottom line, though, this Tampa Bay team, they lost a tough one on the road, but they're still going to be a playoff contender.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. The left side completion to Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him in the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going?
Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Casey Hayward running down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady over the middle to Evans. Big 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Again, this has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers can really jump.
Brady going to find Jones here out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net up 23 in the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Brady. That nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Brady looking down, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice stop on further 3 that time, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On fourth down, Ryan second now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Chargers 7.
So in the end, they had to go for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is that okay to give credit to both sides on this one? Absolutely. Let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They're sticking when they got close to the goal line. Going to kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, heading out for the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Get ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
You know, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Setting up the throw on first down. Now he steps away. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well, it was you. I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the right out Keenan Allen there. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Real problems here on 3rd down. They converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Ty Long now. As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Back now comes Tampa Bay. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on 1st down, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from, who else? Tom Brady. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Watch for the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into the playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin the drive with again to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 40. 40's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season, receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route-running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. Number 20, Kenneth Murray, the linebacker there, made the play defensively.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're an offense, you'll take that kind of a run, right? It was kind of stacked up, down a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Offense also plays an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. If they threw it, or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense? They're able to step up and keep themselves in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. Second down. I like the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game.
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
This is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. They will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the number 1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL, and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Oh, that's a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Get the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Herbert caught left side, Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 11 yards there, first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. It's a little bit of a surprise to me. But that was one he showed.
That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Boy, how good has his defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Spotted out the left hash, this from 45. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
So a tie ball game here as the kicks away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Leading the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared, and yes, out come the flags.
Face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a good penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard. With a very manageable second one. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 if people are running the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the trend continues here in the 4th, like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That was a first down pickup of 8. First 15 at the 23-yard line. Throwing out first down is Brady. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jerry Tillery, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I was laughing when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, it makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. It's been a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. LA set to take over again on offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. What a tough spot to miss a kick, just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, so this thing could be over. We're going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At their own 32. They'll throw from the gun. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's Shaq Barry, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19 and a half sacks coming from Shaq Barry last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level, and there he is, adding to his totals.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Now and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. than 2 minutes to go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And it makes a big third down now in this tie ball game. They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good gain of 9 on first down. They get a 9 there on the first half completion. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, second all-time in fourth quarter comebacks.
And even though he's second all-time, it feels like first in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
There's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020. Gronk 78 were the most of any receiver. It stays up. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drink all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Brady to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up the fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get on the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They'll try. And that's a touchdown. As they broke our tie here in the final fourth.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until it popped a bit like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They did a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might have wiggled out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally, here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point try now for Suckup. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Wow, personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right after the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taking about 7 yards deep. And with time to factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers trailing 17-10, a little under 30 seconds remaining. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. They'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock is stopped with 18 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. A gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Right, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the winners over the Los Angeles Chargers, 17. I'm listening, and I'll be back with another live video for my week 8 picks. So let me set it up, and I'll be right back.